Alright, so welcome to Salzburg Hauptbahnhof. So I'll be here for just a few hours, as after this I'll be going into the Alps in the Schemming. But this video will just cover a day trip here in Salzburg on a very gloomy day at the end of September. So I'm going to drop my baggage off at a hotel using the Bounce app, and afterwards we'll get going with our exploration. So let's go. So we just dropped all our bags and we're heading to Altstadt. So that is where the old town is. There's a fortress and a few castles, and it's the home of Mozart. So that's where we're heading to now. So up ahead on the hill you can see the fortress right there. It's an 11th century fortress up there, and you have the Schloss, like a palace right there in front of us. And they don't have trams here in Salzburg, so they have these sort of buses. They sort of connect to a system that's similar to trams. Like this electric wiring above, and I guess that's what powers the buses over here. So since I'm only here for a few hours, I did not want to go and purchase the transportation pass like I did in Vienna. So over there is the Schloss Mirabell. It's a Mirabell, it's a palace. It dates back to the 17th century. So you can go in for, there are tours and concerts in there. So the prices range from 12 to 68 Singapore dollars. It reminds me of that park near Heldenplatz in Vienna. The same sort of vibe. So this is the Mirabell Palace itself, and that's the entrance. And the fortress up ahead is where we would be heading to later on. There's few toss coins in here for good luck. You see all the coins. So this place appears to be yet another cathedral. Google doesn't say much about it. But just saying it is a cathedral. And yeah, this area is the historical, the older town of Salzburg, so you'll see more old buildings. And Mozart's residence happens to be over there, so we're gonna head over there. And we just came out on the palace right over there. This town also feels a bit more, Salzburg feels more cosmopolitan than Vienna. Seeing a lot more foreigners over here, and more foreign restaurants. Seeing a lot of more Japanese and Asian restaurants as well. Alright, so this was Mozart's residence, and he was around. He lived in Salzburg. Over here, this is a great spot here. And there's a nice cafe next to it. So this is now a museum that you can enter, just pay a certain amount, and you can go in and learn more about Mozart's life. So the castle at the back there, that structure over there, that's where we were at earlier on. So we walked out through this alleyway, and there's a very nice kebab shop along the way, which I will see if I can show you later on. Maybe we'll head back there and get a kebab. Yeah, so that fortress over there, I thought that it was some fortress used in World War I and World War II, but apparently it dates back to the 12th century. So it's a lot older than I expected it to be. And it still seems very well preserved. So this is the old town, and if you walk further in, you will see the fortress. But it's like another shopping street over here. A lot of shopping areas around here. Just look at the architecture and how it's been so well preserved. Much like in Vienna, you also have horses here. I guess you can book this and you can travel around the area. So after walking around for a bit, I'm just gonna find a restaurant for lunch and some dessert. Just want to try some apple strudel. We've always seen it as being very popular here, so trying to find a place that has both. found this really classy cafe and we're gonna go in. This is the interior of the restaurant. So I got some roasted pork that I'll show you later on, and an apple strudel as well for dessert. Here we have a little pike with paella, and we have a roasted pork with sauerkraut. And of course, ending off with an apple strudel. Just finished the lunch. It was about 47 euros, not too bad for the apple strudel and the two main dishes with a drink. Now there's a little market here. It's another section we haven't explored yet, but selling a variety of cured meats and some desserts, including the apple strudel we had earlier on. They serve some pretzels over on the other side. I know the pretzels here are just different, you know. Oh, that was close. And some cheeses as well. Maybe I'll get some stuff before heading back towards the train station. Next to the cathedral and the market, you have this natural spring water that you can drink. It doesn't look the cleanest inside there, but I guess it's from this to well over here. You can see the rock formations over here, and at the top lies the fortress on the other side. I'm not sure whether this is natural or it was or they actually, I don't know, created this by, I don't know how they did it, but the walls look kind of straight and flat, so it looks like perfect. It doesn't seem to be that natural. I'm not really sure how you can go. I think there's a bus that will go up along the other side of the fortress, so that then maybe we can get up there and have a view, but due to my time today, I won't be going up. Maybe another time. So this is the outside. So where we were at was around the area. So just cross the road and it's right here along the way from the train station to the old town. So it's €7 for this entire thing. So not too bad, it's really feeling. So I'll be heading back to Salzburg station to collect my luggage. I hope you enjoyed this relatively short exploration of Salzburg. Well, it's a pit stop on the way to the Alps, so I just thought it would be good to spend a couple of hours in here, and I guess we did make good use of that time. But definitely you could do a lot more things with more days and more time in Salzburg. There's way more to do. Like you can actually enter the fortress, and to help you get around, you can also get a city pass similar to that of the Vienna city pass that I purchased, and you can choose the duration, and the pricing is around the same, and that grants you unlimited rides to the trams and or rather the buses in this case, and you can travel all around within the old town and around the vicinity of the city itself. But I guess it's a relatively good town to do a day trip if you're stopping by Salzburg to get to like maybe Zurich or Innsbruck or the Alps or from Vienna like I did. I hope you enjoyed this short video on Salzburg, and I shall see you in the next one on my trip into the Alps. So I shall see you then.